Oh, well, I was gonna tell you to say hello, but I guess you already got the hint. So, hello YouTube. This is Hamsterville, however I say it. It depends on the day. He and I are here to tell you that there won't be much gaming, streaming going on until I can get my cable bill paid. Because my Wi-Fi that I'm using from my neighbor, she's a very gracious lady, the Wi-Fi is not so good for streaming. So we're going to sporadically post videos. I'm going to upload gameplay footage when I can get it to upload. And I'm just going to say hi to the good people and, post random videos for now. The ultimate goal of the channel is that I will have a nice setup where I've got a camera with a background or a backdrop or a green screen or whatnot. I'm going to look into the technicals of that once I've got the money for the setup. And I'll have good headphones, good audio. Come back, Mr. Kitty, you're the focus. I'll have good headphones, a nice chair, and all of it. For the time being, though, we don't have none of that, so I'm making do with what I got. I'm going to post random things. Mostly videos of my awesome cats. I'm tinkering with the idea of starting a storytelling bit on my channel. That is to say, I've always been fond of fiction. I've always been fond of writing, fantasy, and just the idea that what isn't all there has to be, and that whatever we could imagine, we could then take and make tangible, at least on the palette of the minds of others, right? So, if any of you have the time to listen, I'm going to start posting little short stories I've come up with. Some of them may resemble tales you've already heard. Some of them may be completely original material I've come up with in my own crazy mind. So it remains to be seen, but that's just something I've been toying with for a while, and I'd like to start getting those videos out there, start a little storytelling segment on my channel. Ultimately, what I want to do is... Oh, don't fall off the chair. What I want to do is make it so that I want to start like a storyteller's guild, as it were. Not like a bard's college. We're not going to sing, but just the tellers of tales, the chroniclers, those who go and tell everyone. Because like the Beowulf poet, right? All of that happened by word of mouth. So... in keeping with the idea of dystopian futures and post-apocalyptic video games, that was hard to say this time, so it would stand to reason then that stories would have to get carried on by word of mouth in these post-apocalyptic futures. So, the Dystopian Storytellers Guild, yeah, that's the concoction I'm brewing right now. So if any of you happen to listen to this video, give it a watch, whatever. If you think my cat is cute, give us a like. If you like the idea of the Storytellers segment over here, or the Storytellers Guild as a whole, you could leave me a comment down below. Give us a share if you happen to think anything I'm doing is something you think other people would like to see. I'm always open to comments and critiques and whatnot. Not all publicity is good publicity, but being notarized in any way can be better than not having any notoriety, can it not? I don't know. I don't think any fame is better than no fame, because infamy can be a very big stain to try to take out, right? You want to try to be a decent human being when you cross paths with others. I have not succeeded in that many times over, but I've lived long enough, and I've actually looked at life with a lens of how can I learn from this? What can I take away from the things I've experienced to better myself for the future? And I can't have been aces at applying it, far from it, but I'm finally getting to a point where I'm not only smart enough to assess my life in a critical manner where I can build upon it, right? See, the Marines taught me to know myself and always seek self-improvement. Well, I know myself really well. Seeking self-improvement, I've put that off for long enough that I'm tired of it. So I guess I'm just going to put this out there to say, if I, looking at myself the way I do relative to my life, I feel like I've failed a lot more than I've succeeded. But then if I want to look at that the way I would inspire others, right? If they say, oh, I fail all the time, right? But every time you fail, it's a lesson. If you just went into battle and you won every single battle, you'd never learn. Sure, you'd win a lot, but you'd never learn because you'd never been challenged to have to go and grow beyond yourself. You'd never been pushed to a point where, oh, I know I can beat this dude or win this battle or overcome this scenario through X. You had to try Y or Z. You had to try something different. You had to grow and adapt and learn. And maybe you did get beaten. But did you live through it? You survived? All right, then now is the education period. Now you say, what can I take away from this? How can I improve my chances next time? And it's not to say that you can account for everything, but you can learn from everything, right? If you try to. So that's my thoughts for the moment. Doing more of these throughout the day. I'd like to start trying to get content out there. They say the best way to get content or to get views in the beginning is just to make a lot of content. So I guess I'm just going to start posting a bunch of short videos of cats and me chatterboxing about the things on my mind. And periodically I'll have inspirational stuff to say, and periodically I'll sound like a total idiot. But I'm okay with that. And you got to be willing to act a fool once in a while in order to have moments of brilliance, I think. They'll say, if you talk too much, you'll look like an idiot. I say I've got a lot to say. So if I look like an idiot, so what? But thank you, YouTube. You've been wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your day, and I will catch up with you later. Peace.